Base Galveston for a video about how to tie knots. My name is Clement and I'm the youth sailing instructor here. We'll be going over 6 different types of knots, how to do them and what they're used for. The purpose of a knot is to connect things, and you learning how to do these for yourself will help everything go on the boat go much more smoothly. So let's get on board and go through each of these knots one by one and try to get you to do them. First of all, we are always getting on the boat in a safe manner with just 3 points of contact, grabbing the shrouds here, getting on board, making sure I make space for the next person to get on, and let's get some lines to tie knots with. Here's a good one. This is the main sheet. This is the line that controls the mainsail. We can use the end of the line to demonstrate our stopper knots. So here we have a very good stopper knot. This is called the barrel knot. This is what we usually use when we're not doing it and undoing it all the time, tying it and untying it. So to do a barrel knot, which you won't use that often, you simply make a loop in the line, an overhand loop, go through it once with the line from the underside, twist it around and come back through the same loop. When you tighten it, you push the barrel here back up to the bitter end of the line. So I've just used a new word here. The bitter end is the end of the line that doesn't have anything tied to it. And that is where the expression the bitter end comes from, until the bitter end. And so once again, I'll show you the barrel knot that you use to prevent the line from going through a block. Just twist it through an overhand loop a couple times, and that does it. Now if you're feeling adventurous, you can loop it again and again and again. I find that more than 3 times just calls for trouble. So 3 times if you're really, really want it to look like a barrel. You see that? It looks exactly like a barrel. But you won't be doing this all the time, and really, if you're practicing a knot, a stopper knot, a knot that'll prevent the line from pulling through a block here, a pulley, or a set of hand plates, is the figure 8 knot. And this is the first knot that most people learn. So, same thing, start with an overhand loop. Overhand means that the bitter end is going over the standing end. And here I have the standing end, which is tied into the Clove. So you see here that I have the bitter end over the standing end, and that is our overhand loop. And to do our figure 8 knot, I do not go through my overhand loop, because guess what? That's an overhand knot. We don't like that. This is very hard to undo once it's tight. Sometimes you even have to cut the line. We hate cutting line. We really like to avoid that. So instead of going through our loop on the first go around, we continue our overhand loop and go all the way around. You see how that's snaked around more than once? I went once and then back around. So really that's 2 half loops. Once I've done that, I can go back through and pull it out. So I pull the bitter end and the standing end. And what number does this look like? That looks exactly like an 8 or an infinity symbol. And this is a very good stopper knot that works just like a barrel knot, but it's easier to do. It's easier to undo. And we like to use it in all sorts of sheets and other lines throughout the boat. Would you all like to see the stopper knot at work? You can do that easily by coming over here and running it through one of our pulleys, one of our blocks. So I've got it run through, and oh, look at that. I find my bitter end and I tie my figure 8. See, I do my overhand around and through. Pull it tight, bitter end, standing end apart, and there's no way that's getting through the block. It's stopping the line from running through. That's our stopper knots. So to recap stopper knots, you can use your barrel knot if you know you don't have to undo it all the time. But really, you should be doing a figure 8 if you think you'll be needing to get it undone anytime. Next up, we'll be going over today is the square knot. So I'll find my jib sheets and my lazaret here. This is just a compartment we keep things in on the boat. And I'll pull it out. And look, we've got plenty of line. We'll be able to do a lot of knots in this line. So I find both ends. got a bitter end here and a bitter end there. And to do a square knot, which is used to tie a line to itself or two similar lines together, you need to keep track of which line is in which hand. So obviously you're looking at me in a video, so what looks like is to the right of me is on my left. So I take my left hand line and I put it over my right hand line. See that? And once I've done that, they've effectively switched, right? But before I switch hands, I need to come around. So the line that's on top, the left line, goes around the line that was underneath, the right line. And now which line is in which hand? They've switched, right? And I do the opposite. The right line on my right hand goes over the line on my left hand. And same thing, comes around. The line that goes over comes around. Now I grab all of the ends that I have on my knot and I can pull them tight. And that is my square knot. And it's an awesome knot just for tying two loose ends together and making sure they don't come apart. I think it's pretty neat because the lines look like they're hugging each other. We always like doing this to demonstrate how the friction works to keep the lines taut and together. And it looks the same both ways. So again, when I'm doing this knot, and it comes apart, awesome. When I'm doing this knot, take the line in my right hand, go over the line in my left hand, come around. Take the line in my left hand, put it over the line in my right hand, come around. Now you've noticed I did this in a slightly different order, right? I started with my left hand and then I switched. That's just to show that it doesn't matter. You get the square knot whether you start on the left or the right, as long as you switch halfway through. You must always do left over right, right over left, or the opposite. Because if you, by chance, happen to do right over left, you get something called a granny knot. And this is kind of ugly and it doesn't work as good and it'll bind up and or come loose. Kind of dangerous, so it's very important. One more time. To tie two ends of line together, you can do your square knot by going right over left, left over right. Easy as that. I have to step it up to a couple more complicated knots that stumped some people the first time they tried. So don't feel bad if you struggle the first few times. Rewind, press pause, and it helps to lay these knots out on a table. We're talking about the Bowline and the sheet bend. So on a sonar like this boat here, we use the Bowline every time we rig it because we need to secure our jib sheets to the base of this block here. This is a fair lead that we secure the sheets to, and it's just a pulley. And I'll show you how when we run the sheet, run it through the blocks, through some glue blocks on the jib, and then we'll pretend we're going back to this block here. So I'm going to need to go around this block here. I'm going to make sure you can see what I'm doing. Is I'm going to take this line and I'm going to put a twist in it. I'm going to put a loop in it and make sure that the bitter end, the line that's going away and forming the knot, is laid on top of the standing end back here. You see this loop here? It's definitely bitter end over standing end. Once I've got my loop, I can start telling the story every sailing instructor has the habit of saying. The rabbit comes out of the hole, this hole formed by this loop, goes under the log here, so the rabbit came out, under this log here, which is the standing end, and then back through the hole. Now, the important part about the story is if the rabbits come out above ground, there's no way he can go back in the hole in this way, right? He's definitely got to go back in opposite the way he came. And we've got him back in the hole. Now once the rabbit's back in the hole, you still have to finish the knot. You see, this is not a knot yet, it's kind of loose. So you grab your bitter end, your rabbit, and the other part of your loop, and you pull against with your bitter end with your log here. And that tightens it up. That creates a nice bowline. So we like to recognize the bowline. You turn it this way, looks like a life jacket. See, with a little person's head sticking out. Always very important to be able to recognize knot. It inspires trust and confidence when you know you can trust these basic mechanisms. So let's undo it. Oh man, good bowline comes undone just as easy. You can pull on it all day, it'll just come apart. I'm gonna go ahead and do the bowline again, but just around this pole here so that you can see it a bit better. So we've got our bitter end, it's come around, and on the standing end, I create my loop with the bitter end on top. And I come out through the bottom of this loop, coming upwards, and I twist it under the standing end, my log that the rabbit goes under. Once I've gone under the log, go right back through into my loop. And you see I'm using my thumbs and propping this line up on each of my fingers. And this will be hard to do the first time, but lay it out on a table and you'll see that once you've got this loop set up and you go underneath it, around the log or the bitter end, the standing end, your bitter end comes right back through your loop. You'll have a really easy time just pulling it tight and seeing that no matter how hard you pull on this knot, number one, it won't come loose because it tightens onto itself, but also it's very easy to undo because you turn it around, you see if you just push this piece down, it loosens up the whole thing and it comes apart. What do y'all think? One more time? So y'all get a different angle. I'm going to do it the other way around. So I can do my loop on this side of the line. Oh, look at that. And then I can go underneath, around my log, and back through. See? Same knot, different direction. Now there's a secret way of doing it. Actually, it's not a secret because everybody in the Navy and the Merchant Marine learns how to do it this way. I'd forgotten how to do it this way a while back because I always teach people that first way I just showed you. What you can do is, once you've gone around an object, just make that same loop but opposite ways. So you go over with the bitter end and you go under, let's loosen that up a little bit. Under the bitter end, loop with the bitter end over here. And now you've got kind of a funky looking deal, but all you have to do is go through it with this and come back towards you. And when you pull that tight, look at that, it's like magic. Does that look like it made any sense when I did it? Not really, but look, I can't believe myself that this is a bowline all the same. So, once again, if you want to do it the other way, you've got bitter end over standing end, stick the bitter end through like a bend, and all you have to do is stick the standing end through and lead it back to the main loop of the bowline. And when you pull on that, it will tie itself like magic into this neat bowline. Alright, now let's say that you've got two lines and they're different sizes and you want to tie them together. You think, man, if I do that with a square knot, it might come loose because they're different sizes. Well, you could just tie two bowlines, right? You tie a bowline in one line and you tie a bowline in the other line and they'll be linked together. Well, that's kind of goofy. And when there are two loops in a line connected to each other, there's a chance they'll snag on something. So you've got loops all over the place. So I'm going to show you one more knot. This is probably going to be the more difficult and least common knot you'll be using, so you'll forget it if you don't practice. But I'll show you how to connect one of these yacht braid lines. You see that looks like it's woven and braided to a line that you would use for a dock or for an anchor. This is the most common time I use this line is if I need to make a really long line from, let's say, an anchor line or a towing line or a dock line and connect it. I would use a sheet bend. And this is kind of like a bowline. See, I'm taking my hatch words out looking for my anchor line. Oh, there it is. See, if I was to do a square knot, let's say, on this line. Right over left, left over right, all nonchalant. Yep, this is really going to secure the boat well. Well, you see, it doesn't tighten up like it really should. It doesn't close in, and the friction isn't working right. So what might happen is, this line yank about in the open water because you've anchored your boat. Next thing you know, they come loose. So what you really want to do is look at this. A sheet bend. So you put a bend in either one of the lines. See this line here? It's got a nice bend in it. You come with your other line, come up in from underneath, and you go around both of the lines that create the bend. See? Bitter end, standing end. Go around both of them. See, I'm just leading it with my thumb. You're going to want to lay this out on the table the first time you do it. And you go in underneath this. So I've got my index finger propping this laid line, this 3-strand line, above the bend made of yacht braid over here. So I'm pulling it tight once I've got underneath. Look at that. It's not really like a square knot, but it does connect the two lines together. It tightens on itself in a way that no matter what different sizes the lines are, they're going to tighten up on each other. Look at that. What does this look like? This looks almost like a bowline, doesn't it? Well, that's because it's basically the same knot, except we don't have the loops connected. So, again, a bowline doesn't really tighten up on itself in a way that it's impossible to undo the knot, and the sheet bend is great in that way because you're going to be towing boats or you're going to be sitting at anchor. You're going to make that bend, come up underneath, come around, and then underneath this little piece of the braided line, 3-strand line in this case, underneath, and tighten. There you go. Now, in my experience, these will come loose sometimes. I mean, line when it's jerking around, tightening, loosening, knots come undone. And if you're really concerned, if somebody's life, your own life, or even the boat's fate is in question, you really want to take extra precautions. And the great thing about a sheet bend is you can always add loops. So look at this, you come in underneath, and instead of just going around one time and going through the loop, you can go around one more time. That's twice as good, right? Bring it through, and there is much more friction holding the knot together than there was before. Now, if you've really got time and you've got the opportunity to be careful and all that, you can make things even more complicated by when you go through this way twice. And so that will be another way to make a sheet bend that will hold better than a simple sheet bend. And this is a very good knot to experiment with because you'll see that doing different amounts of loops will help create comfort around the knot that you make. So you'll see, oh, I can make 10 loops around this line. You see, you just flip it around, flip it around, flip it around. But what is the cost-benefit ratio when one day I have to come around here, try to tighten it up, and have I kept track of all the lines? And is this going to be holding or just undo? So that's always fun, experimenting with your knots. But really, the reason we teach you knots is so that you can learn them, do them, and have other people trust you to do those tasks on their sailboats. Because we're all working as a team, and if we can trust you to tie these knots, you'll be a valuable member of that team. All right, well, thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you get an opportunity to practice all these knots. This is Clement, Youth Sailing at Sea Star Base Galveston, signing off.